Guys and dolls, good morning. Freedom Dad here. And got the show running. It's just gone 8 o'clock and I am going to get ready for my video. So I'm going to freshen up and get a cup of coffee and shave. But I had a plan of putting a clip in with my video today. And after thinking about it, I thought, no, this needs to go out on its own. So basically, guys, it's like I'm buzzing to be honest with you because I've got so much to tell you, and just my things that's come up in my head, and this video is basically just to basically show you my followers like how far out Farage truly is, and Farage says that the Americans think that Tommy's in prison for the grooming gangs, and I've been saying like Farage is out of touch and he's shooting himself in the foot, and that's what my video is going to be. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, guys. You know what I mean? I want to keep some for my video, but basically, I want you to get a wee idea of what I've been telling you, and this is sort of one of my receipts that because I've been telling you all along how much people look up to Tommy Robinson around the world, and I just want to give you a wee idea, a wee glimpse of what's actually going on, and this has been going on for a wee while, and this is how educated the Americans are about our Tommy. I'm going to finish the video here. So I am, and just let this video roll. As always, the description's in the link. Please jump on, give the guys a subscribe. That's my way of thanking them for using the clip. And yeah, it's not going to be in full, guys. I've taken wee bits out. I've given I haven't edited it in any way at all. I've just took wee bits out because they're a bit extreme with their words. It's America, and I've just got to be careful with the hate crime laws in Scotland. And just by sharing certain things, you can get into trouble. So I have to protect myself. But you can jump on to the channel and watch the full podcast yourselves. Enjoy.
Story I want to do. He goes, Vinny, this is a huge story. You're gonna have to dig into it. And bro, it is insane. This scandal involves vulnerable young girls, often from disadvantaged backgrounds. They were systematically exploited and abused by organized groups, predominantly consisting of Pakistani Muslim men. Okay. The high-profile cases in towns like Rotherham, Rockdale, and Telford exposed systematic failures in law enforcement and social services, and authorities accused of turning a blind eye to avoid being called, guess what?
Islamophobe.
Yeah, exactly. Islamophobic, because these guys, and you guys saw the screen that Kelly had of all those guys, they all look, and it's culturally insensitive. But guys, this is coming from a Middle Eastern. You got to call it for what it is, okay? And we're going to get into that. So, in Rotherham alone, there were estimated 1,400 children involved in this assault that we were talking about from 1980s, late 80s to 2013. The J report, J-A-Y, published in 2014, brought these abuses to light. Now, Tommy Robinson, I'm pretty sure you guys all know who this guy is. He's been vocal about this for years, brother. He's like the last living like patriot that he's like, bro, like, this is a freaking problem. And they've been talking about it for years, and he's been trying to expose these gangs. I've seen multiple videos. He was labeled, as they always do, as a far-right racist by mainstream media and political class for his efforts. He accused authorities of covering up the crimes and brought significant attention to the matter, and he gained widespread media coverage. I'm going to show you guys a video right now. This is of Tommy in 2011, and look at how horrible the media, obviously this is a mainstream media scumbag, I don't know who his name is, but he's talking about the issue, and look at just play it, Kelly. I can't even talk. Nope, not that one. There it is.
The only one who's been murdered by...
Sorry guys, but how young does Tommy look, eh? So, look how far back this goes. I'm sorry for jumping in, but I'm just wanting to highlight, this is what Tommy has. This is the evidence Tommy has. When people look back, this is what they see. When documentaries get made, this is what they'll see. Enjoy.
A Muslim gang. You probably don't. I do. Do you know any 15-year-old girls that you know that you've grown up with that have been raped or pimped? You don't. So I don't expect you to understand the issues.
These are all personal issues of yours.
Personal issues in towns and cities like mine that are happening, And they're not happening with the Sikh community. They're not happening with the Jewish community.
And indeed, they're not happening with most Muslims.
No, they're happening within the Islamic community. That's what I'm saying, that it's an Islamic problem. And when I'm just a simple person, so I'm just a normal person, but when I'm looking at, I have to look for where this hatred is coming from.
So are you seriously suggesting there aren't white drug dealers and there aren't white gangs?
See, like, no, he's not saying that, you idiot.
No, I'm not, but I'm saying some of these specific issues are coming from the Islamic community, solely the Islamic community. Terrorists wanting to blow us up, constant hostile activity towards our youth, all these problems, and from sitting back, there's got to be something it's coming from.
Look how awkward
none of the other communities are spreading it, so we're a symptom of the problem. The English Defence League are a
You're
symptom.
claiming that community is spreading it. Actually, what we're talking about
Members of the
here...
community.
Yes, exactly, as you could talk about
I'm not
members
saying
of
the
the
whole
white community doing all sorts of atrocious things.
Like,
Not 24-year-old groups of 10 of them hanging around outside school gates.
You've never seen a white gang?
And purposely targeting.
See, like, you've never seen a white gang? I hate this guy.
Muslim groups.
Well, it hasn't aged well because what Tommy said then is proven to be
You're
true.
pretending white people aren't doing that?
Not in the same manner, not in the same group. They're saying it's a cultural thing.
Okay, so now, and then, okay, the second video, he says, and this is an updated one, this is way years later, he's saying, and Elon posted this too, that there should have been a revolution in his country over what happened, accusing the government of knowing and not doing anything. Play this clip.
Already should have been a revolution in this country over the rape and prostitution, torture and murder of our daughters in every town and city. Not just the fact that the Islamic gangs done it, the fact that they knew about it.
They covered it up.
The police forces knew about it. They all let it happen. And they say it out loud. They let a generation of our daughters be kidnapped and raped. And they did not care. We are seen by them as cattle, yeah? And they do not fear us. And when we fear them, that's tyranny. When they fear us, that's democracy, yeah? And we need to, I said, we've sat back, we need to get organised, we need to unite this nation. All we're hearing about is the Muslim vote, the Muslim vote. Well, the Muslims make up 7% of the UK, yeah? We are a majority. We have had enough of mass immigration. No one's asked us, did we want 1 million people imported last year? No one asked us if we want to continually go into war. No one asked us. That's not democracy. No one's asking us the key decisions, yeah? The key decisions that are affecting us all.
So in 2018, I want to go to you guys. 2018, he was sentenced to prison for contempt of court, for live streaming outside the trial, for one of the grooming gang members. And he was reported that he was placed in solitary confinement. There's actually a video of him getting interviewed, bro. It looks horrible. Like they were in there. He was in there for an extended period of time. And I think it's obviously, bro, it's politically motivated. Let's not be stupid. They're trying to silence his voice. He's currently serving 18 months in prison for contempt of court for airing a documentary exposing these atrocities. And Elon Musk, is this Elon? This Elon Sweet, can you show this, Kelly? Perfect. Why is Tommy Robinson in solitary confinement for telling the truth? He should be freed, and all those who covered up his travesty should take his place in that cell. That's how Elon, so Elon's pointing out the failures. He's been addressing it. He called for him to be released, and then, yeah, Kelly showed that, and then he reposted this. This is Elon reposted this from Carl Benjamin. Britain's first Pakistani Muslim peer from Rotherham was being convicted for sexually assaulting children. Like